I think that's a real growth market, particularly with Alaska. The PNW is a natural jump-off point for any type of project cargo that's headed north, be it the oil fields or natural gas or even household goods. It's really a kind of a natural jump-off point. We have capacity there. We've got a great labor force, very well-versed in handling all sorts of project cargo. Kind of a shameless plug for the Pacific Northwest, but there's certainly a lot of upside to being up there.
It's Project Cargo Professionals. We're back in Houston, just wrapped up with Breakbulk Americas, and today we're talking to Mark Miller, VP Pasha Logistics. Hi, Mark.
Good morning, Luke. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks for taking the time to come in.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Not at all. I was interested to talk to you because Pasha is a super interesting company involved in lots of different aspects of logistics. So tell us a bit about the company.
The Pasha Group is based out of California. They're a family-owned company that's been around for nearly 80 years and has over 2,000 employees worldwide. They do a variety of integrated transportation solutions from auto railroad to military cargo movements to bulk, breakbulk, and containers. And they operate vessels between the west coast of the United States and Hawaii, as well as terminals on the west coast, stevedoring terminal operations in the west coast and Hawaii, all over Hawaii there. So
really diverse group. Anything logistics, you do it?
Yes. As part of Pasha Logistics, we are focused on integrated logistics solutions for our customers, be it nationwide trucking and trailer loads, breakbulk cargoes, project cargoes, warehousing, port solutions, port drayage, a real integrated solution and approach.
Okay, and I know you've come over from MacMillan-Piper. Tell us a bit about that and why Pasha wanted to acquire that company and also the other company, Tacoma Transload.
Right. So MacMillan-Piper and Tacoma Transload were purchased by a company 2 years ago in California. That company went into receivership over the summer, which provided Pasha with an opportunity to purchase assets and really establish a foothold in the Pacific Northwest through integrated logistics and warehousing and various solutions for our customers. So Pasha was able to acquire the assets of the former companies, rehire majority of the employees, and
of which you were one?
Which I was one, fortunately. Yep. Yes, thank you. Very happy to be part of the Pasha team. And really, it allows Pasha to expand their service offerings in the Pacific Northwest and integrate them with already existing offerings that they have throughout the country.
So do these acquisitions enable the company to offer any new services or do anything that you couldn't before?
It gives us a more integrated approach, certainly, for Pasha to be able to offer more robust warehousing in the Pacific Northwest. A real strong foothold up there, near port solutions, warehousing, rail-served proprietary locations, bulk handling facilities. It really expands our offerings as a Pasha group up there.
And give us your outlook for the U.S. market at the moment. What sectors or cargo are you particularly excited about? What opportunities do you see?
I'm excited. Agriculturally, I think that there's a lot of opportunities in agriculture, in bulk. Certainly, as the interest rates drop, I think we're going to see more housing starts. So anything associated with housing is going to be, I think, increasing over time here. Agricultural products, everything that is affected by tariffs right now is a little suppressed. And of course, with tariffs imposed by the United States, you also have reciprocal tariffs. Nobody wins in a tariff war, right?
Right, and that's obviously one of the things I wanted to ask you, the topic of the moment. How are your customers responding to the tariffs and what are you saying to them?
We're fairly well diversified across our network, so we can kind of weather the storm in certain sectors, certain commodities, right? But the customers are by and large continuing to ship what they have, maybe not certain commodities or not as much due to higher tariffs. But as a company, we have remained resilient and have focused really on providing that world-class customer service that our customers are used to and providing solutions and working through their challenges.
And as a group, can you tell us about any recent project cargo shipments you've been involved in?
Yes. So we had an interesting project in Tacoma recently in the spring where we loaded a 110-foot long steel pipe, which will eventually go up to the Alaska oil fields up in the North Slope. So, yeah, very interesting. It came in on rail cars, and it was supposed to be a 10-day project. We actually finished it in 6, so the customer was very happy. And we offloaded the very large pipe onto specialized trucks, which then caught a barge in Tacoma up to Anchorage, Alaska, for further transportation up to the North Slope.
And you said that the PNW is an overlooked and underutilized region. Tell us a bit about why you say that and what you think could be moving through PNW.
I think so. I think when you think particularly of the ports of Seattle and Tacoma, you think of containerization, and that's it. Historically, these ports have been very well versed in handling all sorts of breakbulk cargo and bulk cargo, which still occurs, but I really think there's an opportunity to grow that sector of the market, particularly in breakbulk and specialty cargo and project cargo. Certainly when you think of breakbulk, you think of Houston or the Gulf ports, right? Naturally.
Right. But you've got some nice ports up there: Tacoma, Everett, Vancouver, Longview. They're all quite good for breakbulk, aren't they?
Absolutely, yep. And there are breakbulk activities that take place. Certainly, there's lumber, there's steel. Get a lot of bulk agricultural products that go out of there. But yeah, I think that's a real growth market, particularly with Alaska. So the PNW is a natural jump-off point for any type of project cargo that's headed north. Be it the oil fields or natural gas or even household goods. It's really a kind of a natural jump-off point. We have capacity there. We've got a great labor force, very well versed in handling all sorts of project cargo. So yeah, that's kind of a shameless plug for the Pacific Northwest, but there's certainly a lot of upside to being up there. So.
And you touched on the Hawaii service earlier. Tell us a bit more about that and what's driving demand for breakbulk and project cargo on that service, because I know you do carry breakbulk and project.
We do, yes. So we actually, in our Hawaii division, we have vessels, Pasha Hawaii, that operates vessels between the west coast of the U.S. and Hawaii, as well as Hawaii Stevedores Incorporated, who handles the port and terminal operations in Hawaii. Kind of a full package deal there. What's driving some of the growth there? Certainly the Maui fires that took place and the rebuilding there. A lot of modular homes and construction material. Construction in general in Hawaii is growing both in the private and public sector. So that really drives the growth, and it's a real steady market for us as a company.
And how's that service grown and developed over the years?
Well, we focused on providing the right solutions for the customers, based on their needs. We have a couple of ro-ro vessels, for instance, the Jean Ann and the Marjorie C, that are able to transport rolling stock, specialty equipment, high and heavy, overwide, out-of-gauge cargo, rolling stock, etc. So that really helps a lot, including military movements and large equipment for the military.
And I mentioned that we've just wrapped up Breakbulk Americas. Saw you there yesterday. How was your experience at the show this year? Good.
Thank you. It was my first time attending the show. I've attended smaller breakbulk conferences, but it was fascinating. So much to learn, so many people to meet. I've made some new friends. I saw some old friends and some old industry contacts over the years. So I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. Yeah.
And you mentioned old friends, old contacts. Give us a bit of the history of your background in the industry.
Sure. So I attended the United States Merchant Marine Academy at Kings Point, New York, and graduated in 1993 with a degree in marine transportation. From there, I spent the next 20 years in stevedoring and terminal operations throughout the west coast of the United States. I focused initially on container operations, container ports, vessel operations, yard, gate, rail operations, and then in 2011 moved to the West Coast breakbulk, bulk, military, and auto ro-ro divisions, where I was able to expand some of my knowledge and reach there. In 2013, I shifted gears a little bit, and I joined on with MacMillan-Piper, who is a well-established specialty transloader in the Pacific Northwest. I've been working with them since 2023, and then our companies were sold to the company in California, and now here I am with the Pasha Group and Pasha Logistics. And some of the boards I'm active on include the BNSF Railways Transload Advisory Board, the American Trucking Association's Intermodal Conference Board, the Washington Trucking Association's Executive Board, where I'm currently chairman for the next 2 years, and then I participate in various smaller boards and activities as well throughout the industry, and even had an opportunity to teach maritime management at Pacific Lutheran University in Tacoma. So that was quite a interesting ride there. So part of what I want to leave as I go through this, and I see the sunset of my career eventually someday. I'm not going to work forever, and I'm not going to be alive forever, right? But it's really passing on that knowledge to some of the younger and newer folks in our industry. I certainly don't have all the answers, but if there's any experience that I could pass on and really create that interest and drive towards the future, then
which is something the industry definitely needs.
I think so. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people out there that don't even know about our industry, right? How do we get that message out? This is a great way right here to get the message out, especially to younger folks that might be curious about what shipping's all about, and cargo handling and breakbulk and all the interrelated businesses.
Well, Mark, wishing you all the best with your new role, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate your time, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.